Welcome back, Song and Guitar. Today we're going to review the songs we've learned and we will see how long that takes us to do. Hopefully it takes up the entire time so we can just focus on playing the guitar correctly, playing the songs maybe in our own way as well, and then we can worry about singing later on. So I think what we'll do until the end of our quarter, until the end of this segment maybe, this whole course I guess, is just get these songs down on guitar and then focus on spending time performing, so practicing the singing more. I talk about it a lot, but I don't think we really have the opportunity to do it, and the trouble is I have to see what you're doing to help you. So if you can record yourself and send that video, that helps the most, because then I can give that review. But I can also illustrate how to sing certain parts, but since we're all inside during this so 2020 COVID-19 situation, it's harder for us to perform, right, because we don't want to disturb our neighbors, but we do the best we can. With that, you can always just play in the shower. Okay? So, first, make sure that you are tuned up. Standard tuning, and we're going to jump into the first song that we learned, which was Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. You might recall the chords: B minor, and you don't need to see me for this, so let's just go to the guitar. Okay, so first we have that B minor shape, which has the bar on the second fret covering all six. The index is squeezing with the thumb, so you can see the thumb is down there squeezing. You've got this movable A minor shape, so it's 2, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. That's B minor. Then we played A major, which was 0, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, and then E major, 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. So we got this, this, and this. Good? Okay. Now, we did another thing with the intro to Wicked Game, right? So he plays that little... Do you remember how that worked? So we had to bend on the third fret of the G string. So we started like this, and then we slid all the way up to 11. So pull this back. So on 3, we start with it bent, release, slide up to 11. And then you slide down to 4 and play there. Now, I recall that we do a bend here, and we actually go into the 10 and slide up, or sorry, bend up. So it goes. And then before we make our slide down, we start on the 11 and slide down to 4. So again, bend 3, 10, bend all the way up. The next part was, if memory serves, so it's 9, 7, 6, 4. Right? 9, 7, 6, 4. That's the second part of that intro lick. Then he does this very pretty sounding, or they do this pretty sounding B minor arpeggio. Not exactly like that, but you can experiment with it and watch. To the A. And that's the last bit, that little E embellishment. So he's playing an E major, then putting his pinky down on the G string second fret. So then striking the sol note and sliding up to 4. Like that. Like that. Okay, so again. That's the entire song. You got the intro, you've got the chord changes, and that's Wicked Game. Next we had Amarillo. Amarillo started on D minor, which is 0-0-0-2-3-1. So it starts D minor, C, which is 0-3-2-0-1-0, and then G major, which is 3-2-0-0-0-3. Okay, so again, D minor, C, G. It repeats, but every time it repeats, it alternates with an F instead of that C major. So we play D minor, then F major, and then G. So that F major is a bar on the first fret with the movable E shape. So it's 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. And when I played the G major, I just kept the movable shape and slid up to the third fret. So all those fingers stay on the rails. Okay. Strumming pattern is well, strumming pattern doesn't really matter in this song, but and that's the gist of Amarillo. There's really nothing else that goes on. There is a bit of an intro melody, so if I recall. Right, so we do open D, then second fret, then third fret, take it off, put it back on, take it off, then open again. Simple. We have this little climb up. So it goes on the A string, 2, 3, open D, then 2, 3 on the A string, and open D again. So. That's the melody from Amarillo. Okay? Then we had Where the Streets Have No Name, which was a little more involved. We had a little more chord change happening. Okay, so once you get that little solo intro part down, the 12, 11, 10, 10 thing here, we go into the chord progression of the song, which is D major, G major, B minor, A major, and then it alternates every time it plays this progression with a C sus9 or a C add 9, which is a standard C open chord, C open major chord with that pinky on the third fret of the B string. So in case you're lost on the chords, D major is 0, 0, 0, 2, 3, 2. The G major is 3, 2, 0, 0, 0, 3. The B minor is that bar chord on the second fret position with this movable A minor shape down here. So 2, 0, 2, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. And touch the flame on A major. You can play A major a bunch of ways. The way I'm doing it is with the bar chord on the 5th fret with that movable E shape. So that's 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. You could also drop down here and play the open position, which would be 0, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0. And lastly, C add 9, or C sus 9, which is 0, 3, 2, 0, 3, 0. And that's it. That's your chord progression for Where the Streets Have No Name. I'll play it through once. excuse me, sorry, D, G, B minor, A major, and C sus9. Okay, and that's it. Now, when we move on to Bodysnatchers, we have to drop this E string down to a D note. So what I'm doing is I'm plucking with my index and my thumb on the E and the D strings to see if they match, and I'm tuning this pin, this peg, down until it matches. So there we go. So for this, we start with a lick. It's on 9 on the A string, so 9, 10, 12. Then we do a box shape with the E string, the A string, and the D string. So 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. Practice that a bunch. Then we're going to do the sliding part, which goes on the A string, 9, 10, 15, box shape, 9, 10, 14, 9, 10, 12. That's the first part of the lick, super easy, mostly on the A string. Then, as you might recall, we start including that G string. So we use the ring finger and we double up here. And it gets a little messy, which is good. That's kind of the point of the song. So we go. So it goes 9, 10, 15, 9, 10, 14, 9, 10, 12. Now let's talk about that upward strumming thing. Okay, so most of the song is an up strum, which means that as you're sliding around, those are all up strums. And for the box, we start going down. Let's focus on that right hand now. Slowed down is. Now we go into the next section, which is same thing, index, ring finger working. 9, 10, 7. And the box shape gets split in half. So this is now 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. Now, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 5. You repeat that, so 7, 8, 10. We hang out here for a while doing this little step around thing. So we go 5, 7, 3, 5. And eventually we repeat that intro riff. So next we go into this chord progression. Okay, so for the bridge, the chord progression goes like this. You begin with 5, 5, 0, 0, 3, 0. it slides up to a very similar shape, 12, 12, 0, 10, 0, 0. And then the bass drops, so you have to rearrange your index here to play 10, 12, 0, 10, 0, 0. And slide down to play 5, 5, 0, 3, 0, 0. And then you restart by dropping that index down to the B string again. Okay? In semi-real speed, it would be. Okay? So that's that chord part. Okay, and before we crawl out of the bridge, we've got to play this little jammy bit, and it starts with this 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 0 kind of thing, sliding up to 5, 5, 0, 3, 0, 0, then going down to 1, 1, 3, 0, 0, 0, sliding back up into that 3, 3, 0, 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 0 shape, and it repeats this, so it cycles around. Before sliding up to a very easy shape, 6, 6, 6, and going down by 1 fret to 5, 5, 5. And the very end of the song is a little lick that goes like this. Open, right, so open D here on the top string, so open 3, then open A string, then 2, and then hold that D string on the 2nd fret, play it, and then release and play the open D. Just like that. Oops. And that's the lick. You repeat that until the very end of the song. Just like that, okay? So now you get the whole song, play it back, and then let's move on to rehearsing all of those songs and practicing the voice too. And we'll talk about how you can do that, how you can identify the best way to learn the notes to be sung, and if necessary, to play the notes that are sung on your guitar beforehand. Okay, so go practice all of those songs, and then we'll move on to learning the vocal melodies in the next class. Okay, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. So one thing that I do to make sure I'm hitting the right notes vocally is to play it first on guitar and see if I can understand what's happening. For Bodysnatchers, for example, that verse section, just from my memory, I remember is I do not, and it follows the actual notes that you're playing on guitar. Understand what it is, I done wrong, I'm full of holes. Once it does a variation, so for example, let's see, blink your eyes, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Clearly that's no longer following the guitar part. So what I did was I stayed on one string. That's the strategy. Stay on that one string and try to work out what that melody is. So when I was here, I went, right, I do not, following the guitar. But once it changed, I had to go up here and experiment and see if I could find the right note. So let me do that again. Blink your eyes, 1 for yes. And I know that it's got to be up here, that next one, 2 for no. And as I'm hearing that pitch go up higher, so 2 for no, I recognize that I can go higher on this string too. So 2 for no. So there I'm actually playing, let's see, 17, 19, 17. Okay. Then he goes into another part where I have no idea what I am talking about. And so as long as you play around, you'll find it. Let's see, so. I've no idea, I've no idea. And you can do this all the way at the bottom of the guitar too, because past the 12th fret is your octave. So if we go down here, we can sing in a lower register if necessary. So if you have a hard time singing high, remember you can always bring it down to the lower end and try to find the notes here as well. Right, so there would be the 2 for no. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's where it would be, right? So 2 for no. And then as I try to find, I've no idea, I've no idea what I am talking about. Something like that. And I'll just hash it out for like an hour, trying to play along with the vocal. So I'm strictly learning the vocal part on this guitar. And that actually irons in the correct notes in my head and allows me to sing it better too. So that's my little strategy, right? Pick one string, try your best to figure out the vocals using that string, and then start singing it. If you're just a prodigy and you can pick up the song and start singing the correct notes, that's fantastic. That's a very fast and efficient way to get into it. But for those of you who have a really hard time finding that note, and I've experienced that in class, a lot of you some of you may have issues with hitting the note with your voice, right? You're close, but you're not quite there, and you have a hard time getting it. Get it on the guitar first, that way you can sing at your guitar, and it can sing back at you. Okay, that's enough out of me. It's time for you to go practice. Listen to the songs on YouTube and play along, and see how it goes. All right, and next time we will perform. Cheers.